with an x.
Yep. So you say this divided by this, whatever that is, put it right up here.
Yep.
Which is x. Now take that and multiply it by this whole thing and put it right here.
The whole, oh, that's what I did. I tried.
Yeah, you multiply it by the whole thing. So
Mhm.
it's x cubed, and keep a negative, use parentheses and keep a negative out there.
Okay.
Plus 2x squared minus x.
Okay.
Got it? Now distribute that negative in. Negative, negative, positive. Those go away.
Yep.
That becomes negative 4x squared.
Mm-hmm.
That becomes plus 3x minus 1.
All right.
Now do the same thing. This divided by this is negative 4.
Yeah.
Now multiply that by everything there and put it underneath it there and subtract it. So negative 4 times x squared is negative 4x squared.
Okay.
Negative 4 times 2x is negative 8x. Negative 4 times negative 1 is positive 4. And then flip all of the signs on the inside here. You're distributing in that negative. That's gone. That's 11x minus 5. You don't have to do any more because that's smaller than that now.
Okay.
So technically your answer would be plus 11x minus 5 over x squared plus 2x minus 1. But you don't, if you're just trying to find the slant asymptote, that's it right there.
Okay. So my slant asymptote is always like for this purpose, like always a simple function like this probably.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
it has to be
Yep.
just a line.
If you're dividing a cubic, here's the trick. If you're dividing a cubic by a quadratic,
Yeah.
it's going to be a linear slant asymptote.
Okay.
Or oblique. Slant literally means linear, right?
Yeah.
It's really called an oblique asymptote. That's a linear oblique asymptote. If you have a 4th degree divided by a 2nd degree, when you divide them, you're going to have an x squared left over.
Alright.
So that is a quadratic. That's going to be a quadratic oblique asymptote.
Alright.
If you have a 5th degree divided by a 3rd degree, let's say, 5 minus 3 is 2. So again, you're going to have a quadratic.
Alright.
If you have an 8th degree divided by a 6th degree, 2.
2.
Right? If it was an 8th degree divided by a 5th degree, then it'd be a cubic. It'd be a cubic asymptote. And literally your asymptote, when you go to draw it, your asymptote would be like a cubic function like this.
Oh, that's weird.
And your graph would be, you'd probably have a horizontal, you'd have maybe a vertical asymptote still somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's say you got a vertical asymptote here,
Yeah.
and you got a slant asymptote there, and just weird, you're gonna have a weird graph.
Alright.
But it can certainly happen. And your graph is gonna like approach, toward infinity, it's gonna approach that slant asymptote.
Okay.
And it's never gonna touch this, it can never cross the vertical asymptote either.
Alright.
So that's kind of what happens.